friends, happy Swap Out Sunday. I am coming to you today with a recipe that I use multiple times a day, every single day, and you are gonna love it because it makes a big impact in terms of health and environment and cost, all of which I'm trying to save for you, and it's something that is so pervasive. We use it all the time. So this is for dish soap, DIY dish soap. And I love this recipe, and I've got to tell you that I have tried so many different recipes over the years, and this is the one that I like the best. I am a stay-at-home mom with 2 little kids. I run my own business. I do not have time to be like scrubbing dishes over and over again. I need dish soap and detergent that works. So this stuff really does, and it is so not fussy to make. I've made several other recipes that required you to grate an entire bar of soap, and y'all, I don't have time for that. I'm not gonna grate a whole bar of soap, that's silly. Other recipes required you to cook things on the stove for a certain amount of time and watch for a certain reaction before you did this and that. I don't have time for that either. I want simple and easy, and that's what I want for you too, because that's gonna make it easier for you to do it. So let's get to it. The only thing you have to do is warm up some water. Everything else is pour and stir. Simple. So we're starting with 1/2 cup of filtered water, and this is something that I warm up. So I use the filtered from my fridge. You can use distilled if you'd rather, or whatever filter you have. The minerals from tap water can interfere with the chemical reactions in this soap, so you just wanna make sure that you use filtered. I warmed this up in the microwave for 45-ish seconds. And to this, I am going to add kosher salt, 2 teaspoons. So I'm gonna keep my salt in this pretty little container. 1, 2. And then we're gonna stir it until it is dissolved. Should be pretty quick. And the really cool thing about this is that it ends up being sort of a science experiment. I love making this recipe with my girls because this salt water right here is what's gonna really thicken it up. We're gonna use this salsa, which I'll tell you about in just a second. And I'm gonna let that sit, and it'll probably just finish dissolving on its own. Salsa is the main ingredient in this, and this is a Dr. Bronner's product, so it's like the Dr. Bronner's Baby Mild Unscented Castile soap that I use as the base for my my foaming hand wash and lots of other recipes. You can use that as you can dilute it and use it as a body wash or all kinds of different things. It's great stuff. The really cool thing about this salsa is that it's also 100% cruelty-free and totally biodegradable. So if you are really looking for a dish soap that does not harm the environment like a lot of other ones do, this is a really great option. So this is the main ingredient and what's really working the most in this. We're gonna do 1/2 cup of this. And I'm just gonna take the lid off here to make it a little easier for myself. 1/2 cup of this, and it already contains Siberian fir, I believe, and spruce essential oils, so it does smell really nice and woodsy. So if you didn't even want to add essential oils, you didn't have to, but I always do because, I love my oils. And then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of just white distilled vinegar. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of citric acid. Now my salt is all dissolved. So this is the kind of citric acid that I use. I use this in my bath bombs and other kind of recipes too. So I use a fair amount of it. And then I just stir it all together. And that mixes together pretty easily. And then I just stir everything together. Now, here's what I want you to watch. Do you see the consistency of this? It's still really liquidy. So if we just use this, it would just, you pour out way too much onto the sponge or dish rag or whatever you used. So we want to thicken it up. And this is the part that's super cool. So watch this. We add the dissolved salt in the water directly to it, and it just immediately thickens it up. So see if you can see this happening. You can see it just getting thicker and thicker. Becomes a little bit harder to stir, but not too hard. It's still very pourable. And once it's all combined, it's a little bit cloudy just for a minute as it's combining, and then it clears all up. And this is where you add your essential oils. So you can add whatever you want. I add thieves because this time of year I want thieves in every single thing that is cleaning anything in my house, especially right now. So I am adding about 10 drops of thieves to this. You can do 8, you can do 5, just whatever you're comfortable with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just all the extra cleaning power, all the extra power to get rid of the yucky stuff that I don't want on my dishes. And then I'm going to do about 10 drops of lemon too, just for a little bit of extra cleaning power, a little bit of brightening and whitening. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stir it up. And then all we're going to do is pour it into our little dish soap dispenser. And that's it. Again, low waste, environmentally friendly because it's not going to hurt any wildlife or marine life. And it's so much better for our own health than all of the fragrances and dyes and all the other phosphates that you don't want coming into contact with your skin or things that you're going to eat on. Think about that. If things don't get perfectly rinsed, they stick on your cups and your dishes, and they get into your food and they get into your system. So we want things that are totally pure and really, really healthy for us. And then I just fill this up, and this is what I use every single time. And when it starts to get low, just make another batch. It takes 5 minutes, maybe less. And that is all there is to it, you guys. So if you try this, I definitely want to hear about it because this is one of my favorite recipes and I tried a lot of them to find this one. So happy Swap Out Sunday. Let me know if you try it and I hope you have a great week. Bye.